I work in an office building, nothing special. Around noon, I usually walk out to grab lunch. That's routine, just a quick break to get some air. It was a warm day. The sun was really out. People were outside. The kind of day that you forget the next day. Like always, I was on my way to get some grub. And then it happened. The sidewalk disappeared. I was standing in the field. Colors looked washed out. The sky was too bright. The sun was overhead, but no warmth. Everything around me felt thin, hollow, and unbearably silent. From afar, I could make a silhouette, too far to know exactly what. And before I could say anything, I was back on the sidewalk. Mid-step, someone brushed past me like nothing happened. I tried to shake it off. Maybe it was just stress or lack of sleep. I crossed the next intersection. Sunlight hit me. Same field, same dead silence. Except the figure was slightly closer now. Close enough that I could see the details. It was a person. Regular height and build. But the longer I stared, the more off it felt. Like what's underneath betrays what I can see. I blinked. Back in the city. People doing their usual business. I clenched my jaw. This wasn't my imagination. Panicked, I started walking faster, unsure where to go. I could see it better now. This thing. The skin it wore didn't belong to it. The mouth hole sat slightly off center. The eyelids didn't blink at the same time. The jaw underneath moved, but the rest of its face didn't. It was wearing someone else's skin. Like it was trying to fit in on a shirt. It finally clicked. I stuck to the shade of the buildings, trying not to step into the sunlight. But I came to an open space with no shade. Each time, the creature had moved a little closer. And each time, the skin on its face looked different. Readjusted. Kind of shifted around. Like I was trying to learn how to wear it properly. I made it to a bus stop, and the snapping stopped immediately. I waited for a cloud to move, kept my head down, and walked straight back into my building. The sun was still up, but the rest of the day felt normal. No snaps, no creature, just that constant dread. This morning, on my way to work, a beam of sunlight hit my arm. I just stood there, resigned, waiting for that snap. But the streets stayed the same. People talking, cars passing by. It's a normal morning. I actually laughed a little under my breath, out of embarrassment and, well, relief. Made it into the office and carried on with my day. At noon, I was typing something at my desk when a flash caught my eye. Instinct made me glance towards the window. There was a guy standing across the street. Just some random guy on his phone. And then he was gone. In his place, in broad daylight, was that thing. Not the field, not the empty world. Just that creature standing where the man had been. Its skin was loose. It felt wrong. Mouth opening in the wrong spot. Eyes staring at my building. I stood up fast, heart pounding. The man was back in the exact same pose, like he never left. I pressed my hand against the window without thinking. The creature again, closer to the building this time. My throat went dry. The man again, but his head jerked like he felt something brush past him. I stepped back from the window. My whole body felt tight. No one else in the office reacted. No one saw it. I leaned forward to try and look again. The creature was at the edge of the sidewalk, facing my building. And before I could breathe, I work from home. Nothing exciting. Emails, spreadsheets, coffee that I always burn by accident. Around noon, I usually sit on my porch. I stay out there during breaks. It's bright around noon and it helps me clear my head. For a few minutes, the world feels predictable. That's when I first saw her. A little girl. Yellow shoes. Backpack as big as her. She stopped at the bottom of my steps and said, "Your coffee's burning." I thought she was joking. But when I walked inside, she was right. Burnt and overflowing. Weird coincidence. But still, coincidence. Next day, noon again, bright sun, and the streets were quiet. She looks like she's finishing her walk home. Doesn't even step on the porch. She just casually says, "Don't lean on your railing today." I checked the railing. The whole thing shifted under my hand. One more lean and I would have gone straight over. This wasn't coincidence anymore. Day 3. Same time. Same sunlight. She shows up again. No hesitation, she said, "Your phone's gonna fall today. Don't microwave that soup. Your neighbor is about to knock." Every single thing she said happened. Not close, not just almost. Exact. She didn't make a big deal out of it. She said it in a casual tone, like it wasn't strange at all. I didn't ask her how she knew. Her tone made it feel like I was a strange one for even wondering. Yesterday was different. She looked tense, shoulders pulled in, hands locked together. She stepped closer and whispered, "Don't go upstairs today." My chest tightened. Why? She just shook her head. Not allowed to say that part. But don't go. She turned and walked off. Like it was nothing. I stayed on the first floor. Didn't go near the stairs. Didn't even look at them. Nothing happened. At least, nothing I noticed. Today at noon, I sat outside waiting. Bright sun, quiet street. She didn't come. 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Still nothing. I went inside to grab my water bottle and froze. A sound above me. Soft. Dragging. Like someone was shifting their weight. Exactly where I was told not to go. My phone buzzed. An unknown number. One message. I can't warn you anymore. My fingers went cold. I looked up toward the stairs. I heard a small voice drift down. Soft. Polite. The same tone she always used. Did you go upstairs yesterday? I didn't answer. I couldn't. She exhaled, disappointed. Well, then I guess it's my turn now. There's a cafe on my way to lunch. Big windows, bright glass that picks up anything passing by. Yesterday, I passed it like I always do. And in the reflection, I saw my hand move. A small wave. I wasn't waving. I didn't even slow down. I stopped and turned toward the window. The reflection was normal. Same posture and same angle. Nothing out of place. I told myself I'm just seeing things and kept going. Today, around the same time, I walked by again. I didn't look straight at the window. Just watched it from the side as I kept going. And again, my reflection raised its hand. Same slow wave. A soft pressure built in my ear. Light but noticeable. like something is digging under my skin. I stopped right there on the sidewalk, turned my head, and of course, it looked exactly like me, like nothing happened. I kept walking past the window. Just before I stepped out of the reflection, I noticed it. There was this tiny delay every time I moved, like it was trying to catch up. On my way back to the office, I passed a cafe again. I walked slower, watched the reflection more closely. And this time, it didn't wave. But it wasn't in sync with me either. I slowed down. The reflection didn't. At least, not right away. By the time it caught up, I was already standing the way I was. Like it knew it needed to look normal again. I stood there, a little longer than I meant to. Curious, I reached out and touched the glass. Barely any pressure. That's when the reflection flickered. Not the window. My reflection. It shook. Like it was trying to hold still and failing. My hand dropped. But the reflections didn't. It moved its hand slowly and pointed. Not at the glass. At my shoulder. The smile came next. Slow. Careful. Like it was testing how much it could show. I stepped back. The reflection stayed where it was. Still pointing. Still smiling. Almost like mocking me. I didn't touch the glass again. I backed away and kept walking. My shoulders still burning with pain. I avoided windows after that. But the rest of the day went on like nothing happened. That night, my shoulder started to hurt. Right where it had pointed. I passed by the cafe again. I didn't stop. But in the corner of my vision, I saw movement. My reflection was already there. Not waving this time. Just standing close to the glass. Watching. The ringing spiked the moment I noticed it. Sharp enough to make my hand twitch. I kept my eyes forward and walked past without slowing. Behind me, I heard the faint tap of knuckles on glass. Once. Then again. At the crosswalk later that day, a bus rolled by. Dark windows. Clear reflections. I kept my head down. The ringing came back anyway. Stronger now. Like pressure pushing outward. I glanced up just long enough to see it. Not waving. Its hand was already lifted. Hovering inches from where the glass would be. Pain ran down my arm. I turned away immediately. The bus passed. The reflection was gone, but the ache stayed. Now, every window feels wrong. Like I'm standing too close to something. Every time a shoulder throbs, it feels deliberate. And I feel it smiling from beyond the window.